Okay, so to me, the journey was very mystical, very magical, all on its own. It was nothing like I've ever experienced before. It was brand new and just took me on a journey inward, really, and allowed my soul to speak to me. Now, I had heard snippets, little nuggets of you need to do this or this is what you're interested in, but I never could see the whole picture of how big it is. And maybe I didn't want to believe how big my vision was. And with this journey, you guided me through, from A to Z, like from start to finish, what I'm all about. And interestingly, now that we've had some time since that journey, I'm seeing how that was also a message for me that I needed to go visit my own healing sanctuary and take myself through that journey before I take other clients with me. So it's been an eye-opening experience. People in my life have shifted. I have half my employees have been changed over to bring in more aligned people to my vision. So it's been reassuring to me that I'm on the right path. I've attracted webmasters and people who really see where I want to go with this. So I'm happy to say I'm launching, but it's taking a little longer than I wanted. But that's okay. Like you said, it's a journey.
And the power reinvention experience itself, when you think about the relationship changes, talk about the biggest change in terms of how you are viewing yourself, perhaps, and the greatness of your soul purpose. Talk a little bit more about that.
Okay,
Because I know
so
that you've had such a deep yearning, right? You've come
yeah,
such your life is already an expression of you having been on the soul journey.
yes, it is. It's just not fully, it wasn't fully represented or representative of who I am at my core level. So now, even though I haven't changed my career, I haven't changed anything, I bring my full soul essence, if you will, into my work. So when I look at people, I'm present for them, I see them eye to heart, soul to soul. And it just brings a little something, a little magic into the picture that allows me to tap into something they're afraid to maybe say, and I can, boom, deal with it and go deeper. So it's been sort of a dynamic and magnetic change or shift. It's not visible necessarily, but it's palpable. You see the changes. Yeah.
Would you say it's almost like, a volume got turned up or something like that, and you can't, I mean, I don't want to put words into your mouth, but it sounds like,
Yeah, it's definitely the volume. The volume on who I am on the inside has been turned up. I can't shut it off. It's loud and clear, and I can't hide from it. Maybe before I was hiding, and I was afraid to step onto that path. It's like I would dabble in it, and I would maybe do it for myself, but I was just afraid to bring it out to the people I'm serving. So now I'm a lot more vocal about it. Yeah.
yeah, that's great. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That is a morsel that will definitely cut and use. That was awesome. It's very loud. I can't turn it off anymore. That's perfect. That's the type of, you know,
Yeah,
sound bite.
I started a healing circle. So, and that's allowed me to really dive in head on with the material I want to teach. And it's been, breakthrough after breakthrough. I'm so excited that when I do it fully and formally, it's really manifesting what I want. So,
Fantastic, fantastic. So, um, thinking about thinking about, like, now that we've had the power reinvention journey, right, and have branded you from the greatness. I know that you have just earlier today said to me, "Gosh, this it's so big. It's still going to take me a long time." But it's still within the first year. We were
yeah.
branded 6 months ago. When you really actually put it into perspective, that's a
Yeah.
very short amount of time.
And I've had so many distractions on my schedule. So between travel and just the upheaval at work. So yeah, I've had to put it on the back burner a little bit.
In terms of, I guess the question that I want to get to is, like, now that you've done the power reinvention journey and know that you are getting branded from that place of really who you are and not just a small sliver of it, what would you say about the Soul Doctor brand or the whole, you know, the unfolding of this? So if you could touch on that from the perspective of the Power Reinvention experience, the foundation of that.
Um, I mean, I didn't expect that brand to come out. It, I really didn't know what to expect. So it threw me for a loop a little, and I was afraid of it initially. But the more I've ran it across my clients or even my friends, the more they're like, oh, yeah, that's so you. The brand that came out was Your Soul Doctor, and I didn't really expect that going into the journey. I mean, it was like, woof, there it is, like the genie out of the bottle. Um, I ran it by my friends, I ran it by clients that I trust, and they all said, yes, right on, this is who you are. This is what you bring to the table. So I've had nice validation from people I also trust, and not just my own trust into the brand. Um, so it's been interesting to adopt it into myself, and I see myself really stepping more into that role and embodying it, embodying it more.
Would you, if I would have come up with this Soul Doctor brand for you without the Power Reinvention experience, would you be able to take it on?
No, no.
Do me a favor, say it as a complete sentence. So if you would just clip
I
that.
could not have adopted that brand as my own if I had not gone through the power reinvention journey, because that whole journey showed me, step by step, how I am that personality, if you will, or how that brand speaks directly from my heart to the people I am serving. Um, and not just like something you just slap on a website. I mean, it really is a representative, true core of my essence. Um, and it brings elements of that attraction and the dynamic, the offer that I'm bringing, and also the attraction of my clients to me. So it's a whole package.
Fantastic. I don't know what else we could add to that. I mean, you knocked it out of the ballpark for us,
All right,
Juliana.
great.
You really did spectacular.